Hello, it's the Intrepid Wino, otherwise known as James Gaisbrook here, with a Thursday evening Let's Taste, and it's kind of a follow-up to a previous one I did, tasting the Boomtown Wine Co-op White 2015. I might have mentioned on that video that I attended the Boomtown Wine Winter Launch, and they had wines from all three winemakers. And this is actually from Jarad Curwood. He is from Chapter Wines, mostly Heathcote fruit, and this is probably his original one, the Heathcote Shiraz. This is the 2014 vintage, and I thought I might as well crack it open and see what I think of it. And thanks guys for those of you who have joined any of the recent Let's Taste Live episodes, and I've got more coming up, which is really exciting. I really would like to get Jarad on a Let's Taste Live and also on the Vincast. If you're watching this and you're not aware, I do a podcast. It's Australia's premier podcast, in fact, about wine. It's called the Vincast. You can actually subscribe to it on places like iTunes, Player FM, Stitcher, that kind of thing. But you can also find it on the website. And that's where you get the opportunity to listen to different people from the wine industry, quite a lot of winemakers, telling their stories, you know, sharing their philosophies, their experiences, and how it sort of feeds into what they're doing. So Jarad's someone that I've been hounding to try and get on the podcast. So if you see him, please tell him that you want to hear him on the Vincast. Alright, let's see how this looks. So it's a lovely dark colour. It's not as sort of black as you can see some Australian Shiraz from quite warm climates. Heathcote as a region sort of sits somewhere in between. It's warm but it's not hot. And they've got some different elevations, so it does sort of play into the character of the fruit. Quite bright. Look, it has very classic Shiraz overtones. It's quite generous, nice sort of dark fruit, more blackberry, some red fruits in there as well. It has a fairly classic Heathcote character as well. Heathcote Shiraz is considered, you know, one of the best in Australia, certainly the best in Victoria by and large. No, but it's nice and it's focused as well. It has a nice focused nose. Let's taste. Quite bold and powerful. It has kind of a nice rawness to it, like a wild fruit, like forest fruits picked wild. It's not jammy, it's not broad, it's full. It has lots of lovely kind of dark fruit, some red fruit characters on the palate, but it really is quite unmanipulated. It doesn't have any influence from oak. It's a lovely, approachable wine, but with that kind of real flair. I really recommend the Heathcote Shiraz from Chapter, particularly this 2014 vintage. It is a cracker. It is one that probably will benefit from a little bit of age. You can put it away for a couple of years, sort of see how it evolves. It's just been released, I believe, so get out and buy a bottle of this. It is it's one of the better Heathcote Shiraz in my opinion. So, Jarad, love the wine. Would love to have you on the podcast. Please get in touch with me. Guys, thank you very much for watching this little tasting. If you did enjoy this, please leave me a like, comment on the video, and make sure you're subscribing to Intrepid Wino. Thanks again. Cheers.